Michelle Waterson, Luana Pinheiro in the strawweight division, -158 for Pinheiro, +158 for Michelle Waterson-Gomez. Over under 2.5 rounds, -325 for the over, +325 for the under. You're going with the karate hottie in this one. She's what, 37 now? Hasn't had a lot of success as of recently. She's 1-4 in her last 5. Her last win was against Angela Hill, split decision. She is fighting the best of the best, though, in the strawweight division. I mean, the losses to Amanda Lemos, Marina Rodriguez, Carla Esparza, and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. So can't really knock her too much for that. That's nobody that Luana Pinheiro has ever seen. But watching Pinheiro on film and in her previous fights, like, she has some pretty solid hands on the feet. And when she goes, like when she blitzes and really wants to throw and gets inside, she's got a lot of power as well. Like, she can put the lights out. She's got 2 TKOs in the first round and she's had a knockdown on the Dana White Contender Series when she got the first round KO. And then she had a knockdown in her last fight against Sam Hughes. And her debut, she won via DQ, which was a Ronda Marcos kick to the head when she was on top of her. She's trying to get her off her. But Pinheiro also has those nasty, nasty judo throws. Like, I was watching him today. She threw Ronda Marcos like she was just a rag doll. She grabs that head and just throws you all the way over. 5 takedowns in the first round against Ronda Marcos, 2 against Sam Hughes. I think she probably gets it done here. I think Luana has the momentum. She's 29 years old. I think this could be maybe a spot where they give another aesthetically looking female fighter a spot against a previous well-known aesthetically looking fighter. And it's maybe a passing of the torch on a pay-per-view card, but it's in the prelims there. So I think she probably gets it done against Michelle Waterson-Gomez, because what does she have to fight for at this point?
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe she just pulls something off. I'm confident in Luana Pinheiro, though. I think she's got the skills, and as long as she doesn't go out there and blow her load in the first round and then kind of peter off towards the end, because that's when she's most dangerous in that first round. She's got all the explosive energy inside of her. I think she wins this fight. So what do you think?
Yeah, the one thing that does scare me is all that experience that Michelle Waterson has. I mean, she's fought everybody, it seems like, in the division. And yeah, she's kind of struggling to find wins right now. But I mean, she wasn't doing bad against Lemos until she got, choked out in that fight. She actually found a little bit of success early on, in my opinion. And, with Luana, she is so new to this level of fighting. I mean, she had the Contender Series knockout, and then the DQ, obviously, to Marcos, and the decision win over Sam Hughes, who's on this card too. And Sam Hughes is not, something to brag about by any means. But at the age that Michelle Waterson's at, I feel like we see this all the time in fighting. She's got to be getting towards the end with her age, with the record she's kind of produced in the last couple of years. You can tell that those best years of Michelle Waterson are definitely behind. I mean, 2008 through 16, she was on a win streak. She only fought 4 times in that. A few losses, then a three fight win streak back in 2019. And then it's just like all downhill from there, losing to Joanna, Carla Esparza, beat Angela Hill by split decision. But Angela Hill has, some of the most losses of any female in that division too. And then loses to Madrina Rodriguez and Lemos. But it's too many unknowns for me to be confident on one side here. I mean, Luana, like I said, she's new, hasn't really fought anybody yet in the UFC. And I feel like the UFC here in this matchup's kind of given her that this is like the test the waters fight to see if she's ready or not. Even though Michelle Waterson is older, she is still skilled and has proved that she has skills throughout her UFC career. So yeah, I do think Luana gets this fight done, but there are a few things that just scare me, and I'd kind of stay away from it. I mean, you never know in women's MMA. We see underdogs like this cash all the time.
Yeah, that is the scary part. It's women's MMA. And, The favorites went 2-0 last week, so one of them might come through here. We got a couple more to talk about, though, later in the show.